Hello and welcome to a new Brave Frontier video. Today there's a lot to talk about. Holy crap, it's 7th anniversary and it starts the day this video is going up. I did post on Twitter that if you do play, you want to start logging in today, but it's fine if you don't. Missing one day is not killer, but you definitely want to start logging in. Trust me on it, there's a lot going on. A lot of the video is going to be done in the info section right here. A lot of the information is right here. I highly recommend checking it out because, oh my gosh, is there a lot. So let's start off with, let's just start with the information. So it's going to be this information right here. This contains a lot of it. So to start off, there's a logging campaign that starts November 5th. That would be the the Thursday after the maintenance that happened last night. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to go over here. So, there are going to be, let's go over the stuff you get for the campaign first. So, here's all the stuff. You can read through this in the game yourself. You're just going to the info section, click on this banner right here, and it's all right here. But to summarize everything you get 12 gems, 3 summon tickets, 2 Dual Brave Burst Origins hero tickets, Carl, Lugina, and Ezra, with Carl and Lugina being, free units you can get, so you get an additional one of those. Ezra being a completely new unit, I believe. And 3,600 anniversary token. That is 25 days to log in total. Out of, I don't know what that period is, that's about a month. I think that's about 28 days right there. Sounds about right. And it's very much worthwhile to go for. I was going to say that there's no information on the units that you get for the through the Dual Brave Burst Origins hero tickets, but nope, it's right here actually. You can get Asus, Anoko, Azurai, Corazani, Yaniniwan, Vedamvidron, Eutheria, Serenthis, Sylvanar, Giselle, Osiris, Hanoka and Hisa, Elena, Nia, Titantama, Gilgamesh, Tavarius, Naan Wangmu, Vanilla, Estia, Juno Seto, Sarah Anya, Chutong, Samira, Beatrix, Intataya, Zenon, and Krannis. You get 2 tokens, so you can pick 2 of those units. This is a lot like the anniversary from last year, but there are more and better units you can get from these tickets as well. A lot of these units are, a fair amount of these units are actually worthwhile to go for. I might make another video talking about them, I might not. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below, or ask in your Brave Frontier communities. But there are some good units there. On top of that, there's also an event bazaar for the 7th anniversary, because there's a dungeon to go alongside this that I will be covering in this video as well. I won't be covering it in full detail, but I'll be covering it in a bit of detail. Some of the items that you can get are a Rex Mystery Frog for 300 tokens, a Courage Stone which is available on day 1, a Wisdom Stone that pops up November 11th, an Endurance Stone pops up November 12th, and a Fortune Stone that pops up November 25th. These stones are going to be used to craft a new sphere that there's more information about towards the end of this banner right here. This news banner. On top of that, these items will refresh, I imagine, weekly. I don't know how many weeks. I want to say like every week of the 7th anniversary. So like probably, what, 4 weeks? Sounds about right. So everything you see here refreshes every 7 days. So every Wednesday these will refresh. And the things to note, the 3 things I would like to note out of these are the random Mystery Frogs for 60 tokens each. You get 2 of them. For a grand total of 8 Mystery Frogs if you go for all 4 weeks. 3 Deity Summon tickets for 50 tokens each. Very much worthwhile, I'll get into why that is. And 2 Luxury Summon tickets for 150 tokens each. So, the math I did before this video is incorrect. So, give me one moment to redo the math. Alright, so having redone the math again, it looks like all this stuff that you're going to want to pick up, including the 4 stones right here, and these refreshing, the Mystery Frogs, the Deadly Summon tickets, and the Luxury Summon tickets, that's going to run you about 2,980 tokens. I am not entirely sure if that covers like logging in for every day, so let's see, for the first, 7 days? You get 300, 400, 400. That's 800 plus 300. That's 1100. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. I see how they do this. It is like done up. Like you get 1100 every week because you get 400 and yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Is that? Yeah. Cool. Not quite. You get 1100 to 1000 every week, it seems. Which is pretty cool. And I believe that should be enough to get you like just logging in. If you just log in, this is not counting doing the daily dungeon, which I'll get into here in a bit. That's enough to get everything. If you save up your gems, like if you prioritize the mystery frogs and the summon tickets, you should have enough tokens to get everything just by logging in. The mystery frog, the courage stones, these mystery frogs, and like, all that. You can get all that just by logging in. That is awesome. But there are other goodies you can get as well. Edemption tomes, Gemmer's tomes, legend stones, like all this is pretty, like, it's pretty useful stuff. The Omni Star, which is a new sphere. I'm not gonna go over the Omni Star, but it does look like a pretty good sphere from what I'm seeing right here. Definitely worth going for, and you can, again, just by logging in, you can get it. There are dungeons. Beach Paradise. This is the daily dungeon you can do. It's still worth doing it, like, each one every, like, it's still worth doing, because you get, what is that? 1 gym, 2 gym, 3 gym, 4 gym, 5 gyms, 6 gyms, 7 gyms. That's pretty worthwhile to me. Just for logging in and doing these for, like, a week, it looks like. Oh, not quite. So, you have 3 options available for, from November 4th. Then 3 more options become available starting November 11th. So, that's how that works. Cool. And for each time you complete it, you get 200 anniversary tokens. So, if you want, you can actually, like, in 2 days, just 2 days, do some pretty phenomenal summons just by, like, logging in, doing the, daily dungeons. And that's, you can do that 2 days every week. And you get some pretty good summons going on there. Of course, you're going to want to log in every single day because, well, we'll get to that here in just a bit. This is still just one banner. One news banner. So, there's also Shadow of Memories. I've not done this yet. This lasts for 28 days, so 4 weeks. I don't know how to do this, to be honest, but I can guarantee you, Lenathan, keep it on his channel. He's going to have a video out on how to do this. And you get 2 pretty interesting spheres here, it seems. Chaos Core and Luminous Core. Yeah, it's and you also get some pretty good rewards. 1 gem, 200 tokens for doing Shadow of Memories, then 3 gems and a memory fragment for Shadow of Memory for the hard mode version of it. Then there's just like typical other monthly stuff going on there. So that's just like all the information right there. Let's talk about more stuff that's like actually kind of interesting. So throughout these 4 weeks, we're getting a bunch of units, 2 of which are really worthwhile. One of them is out right now. So I'm going to talk about the subscription bundle. I normally don't talk about this. Like, of course, always drop money on gacha games if you like can do so. The subscription bundle is pretty nice because you get in total 42 gems and 4 summon tickets. That's 12 summons right there. For logging in for 21 days, that's 3 weeks. So that right there is kind of worth it in my opinion, especially if you're the patient type. But you also get other goodies that are pretty nice, but like the summon tickets, the summoning just makes it like super nice. There's a Diamond Summon 1, which is the first of 4 summon gates with the featured units of Annette's, Bjorn, and Linden, and Armighty. Armighty being the big unit right here. Like, you definitely want to pick up the additional daily summon tickets from the event bazaar if you can, which you should be able to on the first day. So if you log in today, you get one ticket just for logging in, and you get like more tickets for logging in up until like through next Tuesday. So that's 7 tickets right there, to like 7 chances for Almighty. That's a 3% chance right there, on top of 3 additional tickets just for logging in, doing the daily dungeon, and like doing, well, all the daily dungeons right there for the 7th anniversary. I'll get to that again here in a bit. That's a total of 10 summons. That's 10 chances for Almighty right there. A super strong unit. And imagine that these gates are going to look similar for the other 3. With other really powerful units as one of the featured units and 2 other pretty good units. Bjorn and Linden are still the best experience lead, and Annette's still a really good fire mitigator. Definitely worth going for here. And like, again, this is free. It's 10 free summons just for logging in for 7 days. Super worthwhile. Up next, we have the Luxury Summon, which is pretty much just like free summons with really good rates. 10% chance for post-Osiris units. I'll get into this, well, I'll touch on this here in a bit. But Gumi has redone the, like, what units are considered in each group, and also the name of each group. They have pre-Keras units, post-Keras units, and post-Osiris units. I'll touch on that here more a bit, but you can see the units that are in the post-Osiris unit patch right here. I'm not going to go over all of them like I did with the DBB heroes, but a lot of really good units right here. And a 10% chance? Yes, please. I believe you get a total of 8 tickets for this. So definitely worth doing in my opinion. Lots of really good units. Sadly, Almighty is not on here, but you still have really, really, really good units. Let's see, what do I want to talk about next? I guess the next thing I want to talk about is, I'll lightly touch on this 7th anniversary summon here for Krannis, and I'll talk about Krannis in just a moment. Krannis is the first gate that the first actual like standard summon gate that makes use of the new unit pools, with the pre-Keras, post-Keras, and post-Osiris batches. It's still standard rates, like a maximum of 5% chance for the featured units, 3% chance for post-Osiris, and then the pre-Keras batch is going to fluctuate based on how many summons you've done. Yeah, pretty standard stuff here. Things have changed a little bit. But the thing I really want to talk about is Krannis himself. Oh my gosh, the Mad Dads have finally done it! Krannis is a light unit. A really good light unit as a lead, because he just has so much going on for himself. Mainly Spark related stuff. He's a really good Spark lead and Spark sub unit, but mainly as a lead. As you can see here, his leader skill is looking pretty nice with that 300% boost of Spark damage. Damage reduction is always nice. Spark damage restores HP. That's pretty cool. But his leader skill gets better. Trust me in it. It gets better. His Brave Burst, not going to touch on this too much. Spark restores HP. Fills own Brave Burst gauge to max. 1 extra action to self. That's pretty neat. 15% damage reduction from all elements. Yeah. SPB is where things get really interesting. It's a double attacking SPB with 1 AoE and 1 single targeting attack. It has a similar effect to Seraphinar's SPB, where one of those does 5% damage, a chance for 5% damage to foes max HP. Boost spark damage for the entire squad. That's generic, as well as boosting his own spark damage, which, for himself, he has 370% boost to spark damage. That's pretty nice. He fills the overdrive gauge by 3%. Not massive, but it's something, I guess. But he also fills the Brave gauge with sparking. So really good spark buffing units. Definitely good. Like, that by itself makes him super good. And we get to his UBB. And there's one thing I want to touch on with this UBB. One thing and one thing alone. 1 extra action for 1 turn. He provides extra action. He's the first light unit in all of Brave Frontier to provide extra action. Every other element has had extra action. But he is the first light unit to have it. It is massive. So now you can run any squad with UBB looping. Not like infinite looping, but like significant UBB going on there. Especially if you put Master of the Hunt on him, if you have it. Oh my gosh, he is so good. And that's like the one thing I really want to talk about there. Here's the first extra action light unit. But it gets better. That's not even the icing on the cake. That is the cake. The icing is that he's also he has 30% reduction to Brave Burst activation cost. He is a good light lead for 0 BCGs. He is made for all the UBB spamming. He's also a bit of a nuker because he has a triple attacking SPB with enhancements, with 2 AoE. Super good unit. Plus he reduces his own activation cost. He has, what, 55% bind on himself as a lead. That's super good. Plus, like, just super great unit. He's gonna deal all the damage. You can also put damage reduction, like 100% mitigation on UBB. He can purge Doom effect to himself. So he's good for that niche use. He's good for mitigation if you are going to be using his ZBB. He's just a super versatile unit. Boost his spark damage, boost elemental damage. So much stuff, so much damage. Just get, if you can, get him. Super worthwhile, just like a very meta unit. You want busted, get Krannis. That about does it for the news section. Let's go into the actual dungeons and take a look at them. On the day that this video goes up, the Halloween stuff is still going on for another 2 weeks, so not this upcoming maintenance, but the following maintenance, the Halloween stuff goes away. Starting at the day that this video goes up, we actually got last year's Halloween dungeon stuff starting up, so you can do that if you want. If you missed that stuff, there's some pretty good L gifts going on there, and you can get some more yin yans if you want by doing the daily dungeon. I forget if there was an actual reward for doing Candy Crash, but Spooky Paradise, definitely worth doing. If you need help with solitary confinement, go and watch Luna10's videos on, well, not Survivor Games, that's the one. Go watch Luna10's videos on Survivor Games. So yeah. But the daily dungeon, Beach Paradise, there are 6 different outcomes. 6 different, so there's this first one that you go into, you do this. I'll just do this one really quick while I talk over it. As far as when this video goes up, I don't think we know what units give you additional tokens. If I had to hazard a guess, there are no units at the moment you can. Because the 2 units you're probably going to give it will probably be the Titith that comes out. If I had to hazard a guess, probably next week. The week after this video goes up. As well as the Ezra you get as a reward unit. I'm just gonna use my. Actually, doesn't matter. I don't care too much. But yes, there's also an anniversary tip that we get. She is going to be an Earth unit, which is exciting because first Titith is not a light unit. So hopefully she's also like as busted as Krannis, which is kind of hard to achieve without giving her extra action, so she would at that point be competing with Armighty, who is already really good. So hopefully Titith fills out another niche that we're gonna want. So yes, for clearing the first dungeon, you get 18 gems. Not 18 gems. You get a gem. That's not 18 in like, my results screen. So yeah, for the first week that this is out, we only have 3 options available to us: jungle, coast, and beach. Starting in November 11th, I believe it was, we get 3 more. So we get a grand total of 7 gems for just doing all these quests. As I mentioned, there's some sort of gimmick to go along with Shadow Memories. There's a hard mode to it as well. I definitely recommend checking out Luna10's video when that comes out on how to do both of these. He's probably gonna have one just for hard mode, and there will probably be something on the wiki for just the space one. At the time of this video being recorded, there's nothing at the moment, so I think bear that in mind. So I just don't have all the information. I have a lot of the information, but not all of it. And I believe that about covers it. So to summarize, log in every day for the login campaign. That's 25 days out of 28. So you can miss 3 days in the entire thing. You'll be fine. You definitely want to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do another one of the daily dungeons because it's one battle. It's super easy. Because I do want to show off the event bazaar and just how I've already talked about like everything concerning the event bazaar and like everything that's worth talking about. Do it. Get all the there's so many free summons you can do. Like you get 10 free summons, 8 free summons on a really good gauge with a 10% chance of getting really good units. You get 10 summons every week on the daily summon gauge. You get 7 tickets for logging in, 3 tickets just for like literally just logging in for 1 day every week, and you get 3 additional summons. That's the wrong button. I'm recording this live, so this is gonna be a slower video. It's gonna be a lot of information, a lot of me talking, but it is so worthwhile. This anniversary is so amazing. Just as I mentioned, yeah, the Courage Stone, you want to pick this up. I have 200 tokens. I can pick up 3 additional anniversary ticket ones right now, today. I can do 4 summons right now. Logging in, doing both of the dungeons. What more could you want? And tomorrow, I will probably... Tomorrow? The next day? Probably day after tomorrow. Actually, no, that's 300 tokens, right? I can't math. At some point, within the next couple of days, I can get both of these luxury tickets. You guys know I'm going to be doing weekly summoning sessions over on my Twitch channel. For the anniversary tickets. And at the end of the 4 weeks, I will also be throwing in the 8 additional luxury ticket summons. It's going to be a fun time. There's probably going to be a summoning video. If there's not, I got really bad luck. But yeah, everything here is just so worthwhile. Like, I can't say anymore. Pay Brave Frontier for these, at least for the next 4 weeks. Just log in, do the daily dungeon. It's just 2 quests. Super low key. Very worthwhile. And with that, that's about all the news I have. I'm still working on Halloween stuff. There's still stuff, like, so much stuff is going on right now. I'm excited. Go play Brave Frontier. Have a fun time. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.